Hey, how's it going? My name is Corey and I'm selling my 2015 Ford Transit. This is a 350 and I did a full conversion on it myself. Built everything from hand. I have a lot of construction knowledge and experience doing things like this. So I'm gonna give you a full tour of the van. Figure it'll save both of us some time if you already kind of know what the van's all about and its history. So let's start on the outside and then we'll work our way to the inside of the van. And this here is a high roof, which is the tallest roof you can get. And it's the one, I believe it's a 148-inch wheelbase. So as you can see, the body is pretty clean on the outside. It does have, I put these tires on right when I bought it, so just a little over a year ago. They have less than 3,000 miles on them. So the tires are Cooper AT3s. They're a really nice tire and good for snow and mud, and if you plan to take this thing on any off-road trails. The owner before me did put these big hunky locks on. Sorry, my shadow. But you can put a big lock on here and nobody can get in and steal your stuff. So that's kind of nice. Kind of walk around the front here. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is the 3.5 liter EcoBoost motor. This motor is super powerful and it'll get you up and down I-70 with no problems or really anywhere. So insulation in the walls here, you have a sound deadening that goes straight up against the sheet metal. It really cuts down outside sound. Then we have a R19 pink insulation, and then we have a plastic vapor barrier, and on top of the vapor barrier is actually Reflectix, and that goes for the whole entire ceiling as well as the walls. One of the larger features I put in, I installed this big window here, so you can see from the inside. This is a Motion Pro window. I actually had a special order it and waited about 3 months to get it. It has a door that opens, and then you actually have a screen here, and you can open the screen door as well. The front passenger sheet does swivel all the way around, so you can sit there if you have people over, or just another comfortable position to sit. So starting up front here in the cab, you can see it has gray vinyl seats, vinyl leather. They're in pretty good condition. They're in really good condition. You have an armrest here for the captain's chair, and then the passenger's chair I installed a swivel so that can turn fully around and add to your seating. Also, other noteworthy things up front here, I put in this infotainment system. It has Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay. You can plug your phone in right here. And it also houses the backup camera. So as soon as you put the car in reverse, this whole screen illuminates and you can see directly behind you. And here's a little demonstration of the infotainment center here. Here's all the features: radio, USB, phone. It also has you can talk right on the phone, Apple CarPlay. You can see if I put the vehicle in reverse, the backup camera automatically turns on. This is just a cell phone holder, which is really nice for navigating on those longer trips. There's big, nice, wide towing mirrors there as well. So coming back from the actual cab area, made these blackout curtains here that just simply slide across, so they're white on this side, and then from this side you can see they're fully blacked out. Also, to add to that, I have window coverings for every window, so that's the front windshield and the two side windshields out of Reflectix. So it makes an airtight seal, which really helps in the winter to keep the van warm, also to keep the sun out, keep it cool in the summer. So those will also come with the van. This window here, I have magnets placed up here, and I have a blackout black cloth that I will put in front of that so nobody can see in if you're trying to stealth camp. Coming back into the living space here, this is the bed and couch setup. So basically, this is a multifunctional space with a few different parts. The first part is this ottoman here. So this cushion simply lifts off, and underneath this you have large storage to store your bed sheets or pillows or whatever else you'd like to put in there. And then under this section you have your full refrigerator. So this is a Dometic, and this is the 45 model. See inside here, I believe this can fit about 60 cans of beer. Eggs can fit in this compartment right here. You can actually put two standard egg compartments on top of each other. So that is the refrigerator. And then this part here, you have a full couch, and underneath the couch is all a big storage compartment. You can see the electronics here, the power system, which we'll get into in a minute. So the cushions of the couch, these were all upholstered by a professional, and this fabric is actually Sunbrella, which is an outdoor fabric that is supposed to be super durable, and it's very expensive. Now, how does the bed work? So all you have to do, and I'm going to do this one-handed, is reach down here and slide out the bed. You can see these rails, and then all you have to do is pull the cushions and simply place them flat, and there you have it. You have just about a full-size bed. So I'm about 6 feet tall, and you can see here that I can fully lay down. I have plenty of room above my head and down below my feet. So, and there's plenty of room on this side if you have somebody to share the van with. Okay, while we have the bed open here, these compartments simply open up, and it gives you access to the full underneath here of the van. And I'll give you a brief explanation of the power system. Included in the van is a Mr. Buddy heater. This is for those mornings where you just want some quick burst of heat, and it also comes with the brand new line, and it has the right regulator on it to keep you nice and safe. And house battery and the van's car battery are totally isolated, so you will never be able to drain your car's battery so the van won't start. It'll always start because they're separate. This orange cable goes to the solar panel that is up on the roof. That's 160 watts of solar coming in, and right now it is charging at full capacity. So this system is called the Energy Kodiak, and this is a genius little device that the company Energy came up with. This has a lithium-ion battery in it. It has your inverter to make AC power. It has your solar charge controller, which turns your solar panel into power that you can actually use. It has 12-volt sockets here, USB ports here for charging, 6 AC outlets. This is your 220 power if you were going to plug in at a campsite. And then if you push this button, you can see it's fully charged here, and that's all from the solar. And when you push this on, that's actually running the inverter, so now you can power any of the 3 AC outlets throughout the van. On this side of the wall, you can see here is a master shutoff switch for any reason you had to kill all power. That's here. This is all fused through, I believe it's a 60 amp fuse. And then we have our fuse box, which all the external items in the van that require power have their own fuse. So you're not going to burn out your water pump or your ceiling fan or anything like that. When I designed this van, I wanted it to be super functional so that I could use it for going on long trips, but also use it on an everyday basis if I need to, you know, go to Home Depot and pick up a 4x8 sheet of plywood. So how I achieved this was I kept this entire wall empty, and it uses this L-track system in which you can mount anything to it. These are the L-track brackets. You can simply unlock them and they pull out. They're just little spring actuated, and then you can plug them into this rail anywhere you want. These rails run all the way along the top, and then you have a section here at the bottom as well. So this is perfect for tying skis down, motorcycles. You can fit a full motorcycle right here on the side, totally fine, and still walk by it. I've had bicycles and surfboards in here. Does have some accessory hooks, and again, these can be moved anywhere you'd like. It also has this kind of I used it as a towel rack or a coat hook, anything like that, and this can be fully moved as well. For lighting, we have 8 LEDs on the ceiling, and those are all controlled with a dimmable switch right here. So you can see them dimming, so you can just barely have them on, or you can have them on full blast. And there's the dimmer switch there, and there's also a outlet here with USB plugs and 110 volt AC power. Okay, so while we're looking at the ceiling, this is all tongue and groove boards. Up here they're fairly thin, and above that is solid closed cell foam, so it's fully insulated. Other features on the ceiling here is our Max Air fan. So this is a top of the line fan. You can unscrew the lid here, which is raising the top. You can run this in the rain. Power is right here, and that'll simply turn on. You can suck air in or pull air out with this fan. Okay, moving on to one of the more glamorous features of this van. This is a little wood burning stove. This is made by a company called Cubic Mini out of Canada. This is a super high quality wood burning stove. This is a double insulated stainless steel pipe that goes out through the chimney, professionally installed. It's a great little stove. I was in British Columbia earlier this year, and it was quite cold up there, so all you had to do is fire up the little stove, and you're in a t-shirt in here before you know what happens. It really does a great job of heating the van up. Another benefit of having a wood stove versus running propane all the time is that it's a really dry heat. So if you're skiing a lot or something like that, it'll dry your boots out, dry your gloves out really quick. In this box here on the floor, one, it covers the wheel well of the tire, and two, I use it to hold all of my wood burning elements. So what I burn in the stove and what I recommend are Duraflame logs. These logs will burn for 3 hours a piece. You can get them at any Walmart, so they're relatively cheap to buy, and they work really well. Also have a jack in here and a lantern. It's just a nice little storage cubby. So behind the stove, these are Subway tiles, grouted finish, and underneath this is tile board, which is also flame retardant. So this is all spec to the manufacturer's specifications about clearances below the stove, clearances on the side, and clearances up here as well. So everything has been accounted for and is 100% safe. Okay, so moving on to the main cabinet that houses not only a stove. You have a set of 3 drawers here. They get larger as they go down, and I'll show you what's in each of these as we go along. On the countertop is a butcher block countertop, and you can see it's super glossy. This has a resin top finish, so it is fully food safe. It's super hard and super strong. So looking at the drawers, this first drawer, this is the stove that will come with the van. I simply wanted something that was fairly portable and easy to set up. You just plop it right on the countertop. Your gas line is right here, so you just plug this guy into your stove and you can cook yourself some dinner. It's real nice and easy. All the drawers have push button latches to keep them closed while you're driving. They also have ball bearing sliders. They're made of high quality wood. You can see the latch here. So this one is fairly deep. You can put pots and pans. And then the bottom one is actually where I keep the gas bottle, and these are fire sticks for the mini stove, but here's where you'll turn on and off your gas for cooking, and also if you want to run the propane heat. Inside of this cabinet we have 2 5-gallon water jugs. The back one there will be the fresh, and the front one is the gray. And you can see the water pump right here that powers the sink. And this is just a latch to keep everything secure when you're driving down the road. You don't have to worry about your water falling out. You have additional storage here that's pretty large. This section underneath here is mostly the sink, but you can see we have an outlet that's in a metal box here, and this is the switch on the other side that powers the water pump. And you have additional storage right here. This is the chimney cap for the stove, and just some toilet paper. Van is being sold with a brand new toilet, never used, and this is accessed below. So the van is being sold with a brand new toilet, never used, and this is accessed below. So this compartment is specifically for the toilet. You simply just slide it out. You can see here it's brand new, has never been used. And this is what they call a cassette style toilet. So this bottom half removes, and you can take it and dispose of it at any bathroom, rest stop, or anything like that. So coming up to the sink area, I cut out this butcher block top here. There's a little hole. You just pop this open and you have a super nice deep sink. It's one of the things that was really important in this build. I didn't want a shallow small sink where it was hard to do dishes. The faucet also extends, so you can pull the faucet out and take it outside to shower or wash anything off you'd like. Countertop here, you have one large cabinet, and that cabinet is split into 2 sections. You can see this is a standard, actually a big roll paper towel. Fits in here, so you can put a lot of food storage in here and here. All the cabinets have gas shocks on them, so they stay open without you needing to hold them up. And again, keeping them closed, we have the push button latches. And then your main storage above is these 2 cabinets, all custom made. And you can see these ones are really large. You can fit a ton of food in there. Gas strut as well. And then this one is just a little smaller, but still super deep, and plenty of room to put all your stuff in there. So there's a little space here in between the door and the back of the cabinet, and this is where the telescoping ladder is held. And this is so you can get on the roof to put the chimney cap on the fireplace. Also, if you need to clean off your solar panel or anything like that, this will give you access to the roof without having an exterior ladder where, you know, somebody could climb up there. I also have a broom here, and it's the perfect height of the countertop, so you can keep the van nice and tidy and sweep it out. So here's kind of a wide shot of the inside. This wall is really empty, so you can put a ton more stuff there if you want to add more shelving or anything like that. That's something you could totally do as well. So here you can see the ladder set up. Sorry about the sun there. Easily goes to the top. You simply just climb up. Here you have the smokestack. So this is a rubber boot, and it doesn't look pretty, but this is all caulking and weather sealant. This is how the professionals do it. So that's fully safe. And then above there you can see the 160 watt solar panel. And here you have the Max Air fan. So this is in the closed position right now. This hood will pop up when you turn it on. You see the doors on these vans do open all the way up, so you can really gain access to the back. And here's just a little walk around of the whole outside. I painted the wheels black just to give it that cool aesthetic, but besides that, it's totally stock. And on the outside, it has the towing mirrors on it, which is super nice. Sorry, it's a little dirty. It's a bit hard to wash here in the winter when it's real cold out. It's an awesome van. I took an amazing trip with it up to British Columbia and all the way down through the coast of Oregon. It's just time. I'm starting a new business and I need the funds to put into that. So everything inside is essentially 3 months old, so you're buying, you know, a new fridge, a new sink. Nothing has much wear and tear on it. It's just me, and I only used it for one trip. I had a rear end shop here in Denver, Colorado, put in a factory Ford posi rear end, and basically this just allows the van to go through conditions like mud and snow much easier than the original dogleg this van comes with. So basically what a dogleg is, only one of the rear wheels will turn, so it really doesn't give you much traction in slippery conditions at all. Thanks for checking out the van. If you have any questions, please email me through the link on Craigslist, and I'd be happy to answer any questions, hop on the phone with you. If you'd like to come look at it, just send me an email and we'll set up a showing. One thing I forgot to mention outside was I live in the Denver metro area. So if you're from out of state and you like the van, first of all, if you need more details, let me know. I'd be happy to shoot a film for you of anything. And second, if you want to buy the van and you're serious, you can fly into DIA, Denver International Airport, and I will deliver the van to you there, and you can drive it home and go on a van adventure back to your house. So that is an option. If you're from out of state, I'll drop it right at the airport for you.